I don't have a lot to say. We heard a presentation on what we're calling internally among the negotiators business issues, and today's was by John Collins, essentially, on behalf of the league with respect to National Hockey League Enterprises, how it does its business, what its history has been, what their outlook may be for the future. And it was informative, and it was interesting, and I'm certainly glad that they did that. We're broken for today, and reconvene tomorrow morning at our office, a block and a half from here. And so that's about all the news there is for today. There isn't a lot.
Obviously, everyone's kind of looking forward to tomorrow. There's the expectation you guys are going to put forth I don't know if a proposal is the right word, a counter proposal. How would you describe it?
Well, what we expect to do tomorrow is to put forth an alternative view as to what we should do next. That's about the best way I can put it. And unless something unusual happens tonight in terms of our preparation, I expect we'll do that tomorrow.
Why do you choose those words, alternative view?
It's not magic. It is essentially that some people interpret a counter proposal to be, all right, this is within the framework of what the other guy said. It just moves some things around, and this is really a bit of a different kind of an approach. It's how the players see the world.
To this point, does the league expect that, do you think? I mean, have you talked to them much about it? Or?
Oh, I'll be surprised if they don't expect our view to be different than theirs.
So if what you're presenting is an alternative view, how do you begin to narrow the gap between, if you're not negotiating
you talk about them.
Yeah.
You talk about them and you try and figure out how to get from here to there. And if there are common elements or common factual bases or common approaches at all, you try and work with those and you hash them out. If you don't have that, until hopefully you find some.
I presume if you're not using their song sheet, so to speak, possibility exists.
Look, all things in this world at this stage of this negotiation are possible, and I don't think it's productive to try and engage in hypothetical predictions like that.
I know that.
You know, I mean, look, you could always say that about anything. You could say that if somebody made a proposal to us in a framework that they didn't expect we would like, you know, that you could make the same kind of comments about that. You got to keep it up. Look, this is a process which is ongoing. It takes day by day, and the process is to work at it every day until you find a way to come to an understanding and to make an agreement. And if that day's tomorrow, that's fine. And if it's 3 weeks from now, that's fine. I just hope it's sooner rather than later. But I'm out of the prediction business.
It's been a month since you received their proposal. Why has it taken to this point where you're ready to present your alternative view?
Well, we have done a number of things. First of all, we had to analyze it. You don't turn around proposals for which measure the cost in the billions of dollars overnight. Not if you're going to do your due diligence and be appropriately professional in representing your constituents. Second thing is, we have made a series of responses to them as to what our reactions to their proposal are. Make sure we understand the numbers and the rest of it. We just haven't given them an alternative view. And third, we have been and continue to be in the process of digesting and trying to understand the various pieces of financial information that we have received from the owners, and that takes time. You know, some people on the other side have indicated that it's a whole lot of pages in the lots and lots of zeros stage. Well, you have to look at each one of them.
Would you say that the tone of the negotiations have changed, especially after last week with their comments about not being willing to work without a CBA?
The tone, in the sense, I suppose, is a little different given that backdrop and the starkness with which it was delivered. On the other hand, each meeting takes its own course, and you go day by day. That's all you can do.
Given the volume of the material, could you have started this process sooner?
Could we have?
Yeah.
In theory, you could start it at any time. I mean, if the NHL had wanted to, it could have at any time presented us with whatever they wanted to. But you know, I'm not concerned about the timing issues at this point. Okay. Thank you very much.